This is Cyberpunk 2077 review in less than 2 minutes. Cyberpunk 2076 is an unfinished single-player open-world first-person RPG and the latest CD Projekt Red title. It's also the biggest gaming disaster since 1976, arguably one of the worst launches in gaming history. Yeah, that sounds about right. Either way, Cyberpunk is the first ever unfinished first-person glitcher that CD Projekt Red has developed. Gameplay mechanics are certainly impressive, and even quite possibly, dare I say, the very best as far as open world games go. The entire game takes place in Night City, a hugely medium-sized, violent, crime-filled, futuristic metropolis that will no doubt show you the most incredible and hilarious bugs that you will ever see. #Cyberbug has been trending since the game's release, and, believe it or not, the game is completely and utterly broken on the last-gen consoles.
No way.
Oh yes way. It's so bad that Sony completely removed it from the PlayStation 4 store. As far as the narrative, well, you play V, and after a heist gone wrong, V ends up with a digital ghost of none other than John Wick inside his brain. V then begins his journey to achieving legendary status in Night City. Oh, and also trying to make sure that his new best friend, the ghost of Keanu, doesn't actually end up killing him in an extremely painful and horrible way. But you know, it's not as bad as it sounds. There are many NPCs to interact with, not really. Much insane loot to find, mostly useless. Crazy builds to put together and try out, mostly broken. Lots of tech to hack, mostly just enemies and surveillance cameras. Cars to steal, mostly just borrow. People to fight, most don't fight back. Relationships to flourish, there's only 2 relationships in the whole game. Amongst many other things. Not really much else at all, actually. With the soundtrack possibly being the best the game has to offer. In the end, Cyberpunk is an unfinished, glitched masterpiece, as long as you can afford to own the most expensive gaming system that money can buy. Otherwise, it's literally unplayable. Have fun!